Sag, it's Kay from Kay Loves Tarot. Hope you guys are well. So let's get started with your November monthlies. These are just quick 10-minute spreads, so just bear in mind I do put out mid-month and at end of month as well. This one's just looking at your overall energies for the month of November, so it's a quick 5-card spread, right? I'm doing your 5-card spread with the Romance Angels here, okay? And then we're going to go over them with the Gilded Tarot, which are these ones, okay? Let's get started for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Central issue for Sag, we've got Safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Just put that in frame. The Root, we've got make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Recent past, we've got religious factors. What's crowning you is let your friends help you. And what's coming in is free yourself. I'm not surprised to see these energies cropping up for you guys, to be fair. Considering your end of monthly spread anyway. So let's have a look, let's clarify this. Let me see. The Star reverse, the Nine of Cups reverse, the Emperor, the Fool, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, you guys. Initially looking at this, I think I'm going to go over them one more time. I have done with everyone else, so let me see. Page of Wands, Devil reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse. That one was sticking out a little bit there, the tone. Right. Let's get started, Sag. So right at the centre here we've got is safe for you to love, but we've got some imbalance here with the Star, but there's passionate communication. So I'm wondering if you guys are communicating to someone in the month of November when you probably shouldn't. I'm going to say that with ease, okay? Now listen, this ain't going to resonate with every single one of you. If you find it doesn't, go check out your Moon, your Rising or go elsewhere. These are the messages that are meant to go for those who feel they need to hear this, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to say some of you feel like it's safe for you to passionately communicate to someone even though there's imbalance. And when I say imbalance, this can mean either you're emotionally imbalanced and you're not quite stable enough to do this at this moment, like you won't be able to handle the answer, if you like. Because I see this as like an initial sort of offer, you know. Or this pretty much, to be fair, does mean the feeling isn't mutual. It might not be worth it. Now, the root of this is you're trying to make an effort here, okay, with someone that you probably have taken a fancy to. But again, we have another, you know, we have Nine of Cups reversed. There's instability here, okay, emotionally. And that Devil in the reverse, this is getting out of toxic situations. So I'm just wondering if you are either trying to communicate passionately to someone before you're ready. I'm wondering if some of you have recently got out of toxic situations or you are about to enter into another toxic situation. But this Devil is reversed, so I'm more inclined to say you've gotten out of one recently. And we're still not quite over it yet. We're trying to move on with someone else. That's the feeling I get. I mean, this is a love spread. Now, my readings do tend to reach out more so to singles and singles dating. But I'm seeing a lack of emotional fulfillment here. Maybe is the root reason of you trying to make an effort, trying to communicate to someone, feeling like it's safe for you to love now. Now, in the recent past, I do have religious factors here, okay? And this card does say your love life is influenced by religious upbringing or spiritual path. And then I've got the Emperor here, so I have someone who is somewhat of a fatherly figure. Some of you could be trying to date someone outside of your cultural zone, shall we say, which some of you are trying to free yourself from like a tied religious situation. Maybe some of you have got arranged marriages that you don't want to fulfill, so you're trying to broach off elsewhere. Maybe you feel like the situation you were in was toxic. Otherwise, this is maybe in knowing someone in the past of an organisation. Maybe is usually the father figure, the authority figure, some sort of authority in the past that you may have had a fling with, and there's been no offer of commitment. Maybe it was just a bit of fun. Maybe that's why it was toxic and we've had to get out of it, you know what I mean? Maybe this has got nothing to do with, some of you it'll have something to do with religious and spiritual sort of organisations, but otherwise this is more the older kind of figure, or authority kind of figure, you know. The Emperor's much, much older, so some of you could be have been dating someone with an age gap and it's been toxic because there's been no commitment. It's all just been about fun, and now we've got out of that, but we're still imbalanced, and maybe you're running before you can walk, Sag. I'm just thinking that, you know what I mean? Now, what's on your mind is let your friends help you. So I'm wondering if this new person is a friend. Possible air sign here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wanting to take a leap of faith, wanting to take a risk, a chance on someone. But this person's coming across as withdrawn and guarded. So, you know, I'm just sort of wondering here, okay, is this really going to be worth it? Because then I'm looking at your outcome, Sag, and I've got free yourself from this situation, it's time to take back control, and then I've got earth energy here, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies here as well. More so Capricorn, because I've got Capricorn here as the devil. And the thing is, the Tower's ruled by Scorpio. I'm seeing unexpected, sudden, spontaneous disasters looming, if you like. I'm going to say a big shake-up kind of thing. Something sudden, something unexpected. And I'm going to say regarding childish or immature offers of commitment. And it's basically saying free yourself from that. And don't forget, these are love readings, and I am resonating these more so to love readings. So, you know, if you're looking at the cards and you're thinking that don't look quite right, listen, been doing this a long time. I always see pentacles as stability and commitments and things like that when it comes to love. That's just my intuition talking there. But yeah, I would say now's not the time, Sag. That's my best advice to you guys, is if we've come out of these toxic situations, possibly with someone controlling, older, someone in authority, someone who didn't want to commit, maybe they were married, maybe they've got, you know, someone elsewhere, hence they're not being this commitment. You know, because the devil, it can represent three-way situations, do you know what I mean? And then it's in the reverse, so this guy's telling me that you guys may have been through this, and now we're thinking of taking this leap of faith and passionate communication, but it's basically saying the feelings might not be mutual. This person's very guarded, they don't want to talk, they're not ready, you're not ready. It's basically saying hold off from this, because this may turn out emotionally disastrous for you, because we're looking at how this is affecting your emotions here, okay? And I do see this looming again, like coming back around again. You know, I suppose in a roundabout way, it sort of brings about the advice of don't go making offers until you know the feeling is mutual. Don't go reaching out for commitment on any scale if it isn't mutual. You know what I mean? And it's basically saying maybe we need to put more effort into breaking out of this, okay, because we still have some emotional hang-ups here. And I sort of see it leading that way, Sag. So, I mean, it's not an overly difficult reading, it's not, but there is a very clear warning here, okay. Basically, these how can I put this? When I say immature, I don't mean immature as in, I mean, I suppose it could be childish, but I mean more to the point of it being immature in timing, too soon, talking about commitment too soon with someone, that's clearly very guarded and not ready, and probably withholding information and secrets here, okay? Because yeah, there's going to be a sudden shake-up going on. I'm going to say head for disaster with this one, hence why we've got here, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, Sag, and this is basically clearly saying to me, we do not have control at this point. You know, when you start sort of drifting off willy-nilly trying to get offers elsewhere, when we're still not over this shit, you're dragging insecurities into something new, and it's doomed to fail from the off. You know, the next relationship you guys want to be in has got to be lasting, it's got to be worth it, it's got to be fulfilling. Basically, I mean, considering the readings that I have been given for you guys, like especially last month, they were looking really, really positive. And I think that the basis for that positivity was you guys sorting yourselves out on your own, feeling comfortable on your own. Because, I mean, I said this in the Aries vid, I think it was. So I'm wondering if some of you are involved with Aries, because we have fire energy here. You know, that loving long-term relationships are not there to make you feel whole. Well, they do make you feel whole, but they're not there to sort of replace your own stability, replace your own life. For example, if you're just feeling lonely and you've not really got much of a life outside a relationship, it's all about making your own life so that anybody that does come into your life is a bonus to enhance it, not make it. You know what I mean? And that's sort of where I'm leading to go with the advice with this one. Is just for you guys to hold off until you can create your own life, to create your own stability, your own emotional stability. Because there is some emotional instability here for some of you. Now, like I said before, this does not resonate for all of you. It wouldn't. It possibly couldn't. This is probably going out to a handful of people that feels the need to hear this. And like I find myself saying on every single vid, let's just have some respect for those that would be going through this. If it doesn't resonate, just don't go bitching on the comments. Just go check out your moon, your rising, and go elsewhere. You know what I mean? Because I do read what's in those comments. But yeah, for those that are going through these energies, it's just about taking that step back, Sag, just to sort of get clarity on your own life, get stability on your own 2 feet. You know what I mean? You should not need a relationship to make you feel whole. You shouldn't, you know, you should feel that on your own. You should have fulfillment in your own life, and if you haven't, you should go get it. You know, anybody that comes into your world should be as an enhancement to make it better, so that you both have things to learn about each other. You know what I mean? And that's why we can't rush these things. And that's where I'm going with this spread. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there then, Sag. So, but these are just the energies for November on a rough note. I'll be doing your mid-month and end of month to check those energies out in a couple of weeks. So please do click the subscribe and little bell icon so that you get the notifications for those spreads. But yeah, in the meantime, you guys, I'm going to wish you all the best. Should you want a private reading, more personal to your circumstances, feel free to email me. Otherwise, you take care. Wish you all the best. Bye for now.